This video explores work on developmental dyscalculia. The article from Mind, Brain and Education examines accuracy, sensitivity and specificity of a screening test for classifying children as having developmental dyscalculia. Developmental dyscalculia is a learning disorder that is characterised by persistent impairment in processing numerical information and learning basic arithmetic facts. DD's prevalence is similar to dyslexia. Much is still unknown about DD's characteristics. Diagnosis is difficult, and there are few tools to identify children with DD. DD is identified by mathematical achievement scores that are substantially and quantifiably below those that are expected for the individual's chronological age. Substantial has not been specifically agreed upon yet, and comparing conclusions about the core deficits leading to DD is hampered by this variation. This slide highlights the debate around numerical magnitude processing. Two dominant hypotheses are the core deficit hypothesis, the foundational capacity to represent numerical magnitudes being impaired, and the access deficit hypothesis, an impairment in associating numerical symbols to their corresponding magnitudes. It's unclear which better explains DD, and don't expect a conclusion in the near future. The authors set sensitivity and specificity as the metrics to evaluate a screening tool for identifying children at risk. The researchers listed and briefly explained several comprehensive tools, as well as screeners that target specific numerical skills. The aim was to investigate whether performance on the numeracy screener could identify children with persistent dyscalculia from typically developing peers. The numeracy screener correctly classified children with persistent DD more often than not, and correctly classified typically developing children almost 9 times out of every 10. The screener also differentiated between DD and inconsistent performers almost 3/4 of the time. The results were stronger than the number sets test. The results failed to support the core magnitude deficit hypothesis, but lent support to the access deficit hypothesis. Significantly, the results suggest that using a single session is not an adequate method to identify DD. Thus, the screener is not a diagnostic tool, but can be used in conjunction with other standardised measures. Teachers can still very well use this screener to assess and understand their students. I've already mentioned that DD can't be diagnosed from a single session, and that teachers can use the screener to understand their students. Further takeaways from this research article are that DD is a complex disorder and much is yet unclear about it. There are a significant number of teachers who have received little to no training in working with developmental dyscalculia, who would benefit from such education and training. Much credit to all of the sources and authors from which I reported on their work. For further information, please feel free to leave a note in the comments.
If you found this video helpful or informative, please click the like button. If you want to see more videos on education and neuroscience, please subscribe. Thank you for watching.